Again, with that stunning twist in the story that introduced us to three women with true grit and boundless courage. Amanda Berry, Gina De Jesus, Michelle Knight. They survived a decade in a makeshift prison in a Cleveland neighborhood. And now tonight they have the news that the man who held them captive has taken his own life, hanging himself in his tiny prison cell. ABC's Alex Perez is on the ground in Cleveland with the very latest.
For 10 miserable years, they survived, three young women summoning every ounce of strength in that house of horrors. But Ariel Castro lasted just 1 month and 1 day in prison before apparently taking his own life.
So you understand, you will be in prison for life.
Castro spent his final days in an 8 by 12-foot cell with a bed, sink, urinal, shower, and the surface to write on. He was in protective custody, alone 23 hours a day, with guards checking on him every 30 minutes. At 9:20 last night, prison guards found Castro hanging in his cell, a bedsheet around his neck. Authorities say they began CPR and rushed him to the nearby medical center. But at 10:52, Ariel Castro was pronounced dead.
I spent 11 years in hell. Now your hell is just beginning.
Castro was serving life plus 1,000 years for kidnapping and abusing Michelle Knight, Amanda Berry, and Gina De Jesus. In a rambling court statement, he insisted they lived as a family.
We had a lot of harmony going on in that home.
Castro's mother and sister have visited him in prison. He was not on suicide watch, but today his lawyer said he should have been.
Any sort of intake screening for a psychological assessment may have been inadequate. And so we wanted to ensure that there would be safeguards that would be implemented at the facility to prevent what occurred.
The Department of Corrections and Ohio Highway Patrol are both leading separate investigations into Castro's death, but today prosecutors dismissed Castro as a coward, saying this man couldn't take for even a month a small portion of what he had dished out for more than a decade. And Diane, that infamous house here on Seymour Avenue is now gone, replaced by this community garden, an attempt by this neighborhood to try to move forward. Now, the three victims did not comment on Ariel Castro's apparent suicide today, but we did reach out to Gina De Jesus' family, and they say they have forgiven Castro. They are moving forward, but they are not celebrating his death. Diane?
Thank you, Alex. What an amazing change where that house used to be.